What's up everyone? Welcome back to my channel. So I just recently got a new UX design job in Atlanta, Georgia, and I thought it would be cool to share with you guys what a UX designer goes through when they're transitioning into a new job. This video will pretty much be a day in the life of a UX designer type of video, but I'll actually be sharing my first 3 weeks of work as I went through orientation, onboarding, introductions, and one-on-one calls. I hope this will give you guys a sneak peek as to what you could possibly go through as a UX designer when you land a new job and you get yourself situated. What makes this video pretty unique was me getting a new job during these crazy times. So everything was done online as to where you would normally go into the office. So welcome to a part of my world. Let's do this. So after waking up, getting ready, and eating a quick breakfast, I had to drive out and go into the office really quickly to sign a couple of paperwork. The paperwork process was done fairly quickly, so after finishing that up, I basically just drove back home. In order for me to join in on the orientation video call, I had to have my work laptop ready, which the company shipped my MacBook to me a couple days before the first day. So, as the orientation call began, the first thing they did was go through the company history, vision, and core values. It's pretty common because they want their new employees to really understand who they're working for, what they're committing to and working for, and explain how the work that we put in helps the company and users. After that, they start going into how we can use our login credentials to log into our internal company resources so we can sign up for benefits, connect our banks for direct deposit, and access associate discount and savings as well. To be honest, the rest of the first week was really not that eventful, you guys. I had a chance to speak to my manager once, and he basically told me he had zero plans for me to actually meet any designers or my product team, and he had no plans for me to do any actual work. They wanted me to settle in and just go through with the orientation and sign up for my benefits, which was something I was super grateful for, not feeling rushed or pressured to get right down to business and do work for my team ASAP. Since I didn't have a lot of important meetings towards the end of my first week, I spent some of my time settling in. I moved to Atlanta a couple days before my first day of work, so I didn't have a lot of time to fully unpack and settle in. So I made a bunch of IKEA trips and bought a lot of stuff online to furnish my room. Bought some drawers, a standing desk, a mattress, and all those other stuffs I need for my bedroom and my office setup. For the second and third week, I finally got the chance to interact with a lot of different people within the company. Alrighty. Yeah, hi everybody. My name is Wesley Hong. First, during a design stand-up meeting, I got to introduce myself to the entire UX team in my specific product space. I was super nervous for that introduction because in that space alone that I'm working in, there are over 150 plus designers. Even though I was hella nervous, I thought I did a pretty good introduction. I just want to say I'm really looking forward to working at this company and working alongside all of you guys as well. So yeah, thank you guys for having me, and I'm just looking forward to it. And obviously it doesn't seem like that big of a deal, but you're always thinking about how you can make the best first impression, especially in front of that many people. They even made a small biography slide of me during that introduction, which was a pretty nice way for others to get the gist of my background. The next introductory meeting that I had was with my product team. I finally got to meet my team members, which consisted of a product manager and 8 engineers. The designer who used to be on that team was also in on the call. That designer was transitioning out into a different product team, while I was transitioning in as the new designer for that team. All right, well, thank you again for letting me schedule this one-on-one meeting with you. since we're gonna be working together in the same product team, I wanted to be able to just connect with you so I can properly introduce myself and get to know you as well and get to meet every single one of my team members. I just kind of would love to hear your story, how long you've been working for this company, how you got into UX design, how long you've been working as a software engineer, and what your experience has been like working for your product team so far. And maybe we can talk about how I, as a designer, can work effectively with you and the rest of the team. So besides the introduction meetings set in place, I also wanted to schedule one-on-one meetings as well, to have a more in-depth conversation with those who I would be working closely with and those who were in the same product space as me. I scheduled a 30-minute call with my product manager, lead engineer, UX manager, and other designers in my product space. Especially during these crazy times, not being in the office and you're not able to actually meet your coworkers, you definitely want to do everything you can to put yourself out there virtually. Not only do I get to share with others my story and experience, but I also get to know more about my coworkers personally, getting to know their work backgrounds, how long they've been working at the company, get inside scoops about the design team, product team, and company culture. As you start getting more involved with your product team, you'll probably schedule an onboarding session, most likely with your product manager specifically. In an onboarding session, you'll get to know what your product team does, who your stakeholder and users are, understand what your team is currently working on, where the team is at currently on their product journey, and what they'll expect out of you as a designer moving forward. I even got to do a design onboarding as well. The designer who used to be on my product team gave me a very thorough, detailed walkthrough over some of the wireframes that were already created. That was actually super helpful for me in order for me to understand the design platform and the design system that was used, and understand why certain design decisions were made, whether it's a specific page or function. So one thing I didn't expect to be so challenging was transitioning into a new job, specifically during these crazy times. It was definitely a lot harder than I expected. First, it honestly didn't feel official to me that I got a new job, and maybe that's because I didn't really get to go into an office and meet and greet my coworkers in person. I realized as an extrovert, being able to do these in-person activities when joining a new company really matters a lot to me. I just love being able to meet new people and build that initial rapport and connection. I'm able to do that virtually, of course, but only to a certain extent. You just get tired of looking at the same computer screen all day, and you wish there were more human interaction and hands-on learning, especially during your first couple of weeks at a new job. Second, my mind kept telling me, Wesley, you need to learn everything really quick and be able to show you're a smart, useful designer right from the get-go so you can make a great first impression. Obviously, that's a crazy amount of unnecessary pressure that I'm putting on myself already. And it's not like my coworkers were pressuring me either. They were actually pretty chill about me taking my time to soak in everything. So I really had to convince myself to take things slowly, step by step. And to be honest, I'm probably still telling myself that right now. And third, at the same time, I do feel blessed to be able to do a job transition during these crazy times and work for an amazing company that I've always wanted to work at. I'm also blessed by getting the chance to move back to Georgia and living in Atlanta for the first time. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was super informative to see what a UX designer goes through when going through a job transition during these crazy times. Obviously, everyone's experience is going to be different depending on the company and design team. What about you guys? What has your experience been so far getting a new job during these crazy times? Was it pretty similar to mine? Was it different? Let me know in the comment sections below. Please thumbs up the video, share it with others, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't. And until next time, peace out guys.